Okay, so let me show you the new Spot to Pro Tools features in Alts Finder. It's got some really cool stuff. I'll walk you through how it works. First, head into Preferences. You'll see these new spotting options. You can change the shortcut key, tweak the handle length, let's say 5 seconds, or whatever you need. And there's this Reference Original File option. If you check that, you get full handles. Uncheck it, and it'll use the handle size you set here. More details coming shortly. You'll notice we've added these new buttons right here in the main window, and they all work with keyboard shortcuts too. All right, let's try mono spotting. I've got Reference Original off for now. Hit S to spot, and boom, a new audio clip is added to the timeline. And, of course, a new file is created in the Audio Files folder. See? It's got the channel name and a 6-second handle. Just like we set in Preferences. That's the handle size kicking in. Now, multi-track spotting. That's Option+S. Check this out. It grabs all 5 channels from the polywave file, lavs, boom, the mix, everything. Same deal. 5-second handles, since we're not referencing the original. And each channel gets its file in the Audio Files folder. Okay, so Polytrack spotting is fun too. First, make sure your Pro Tools session has a Polytrack with the proper channel count. In this case, a 5-channel Polytrack is what we need. Then spot it. And there you go, all channels in one track. Handles? Still 5 seconds as we configured in the Alts Finder preferences. Now, let's switch things up a bit. I'm going back to Preferences. You can get there with Command plus comma, by the way. And this time I'm checking that Reference Original if possible option, which you might remember from before. It's the same OK shortcut behavior from earlier versions. Watch what happens when I do mono spotting now. Instead of creating a new file, it's actually linking directly to the original source file. That means we get full handles now, way longer than our default 5-second setting. And here's the really cool part. Because we're referencing the original, you can even swap out channels in Pro Tools later if you need to. Super handy when you're working with multi-mic setups and need that flexibility during your edit. Let's do multi-track now. Just a heads up about multi-track spotting. It can't reference the original file because of how Pro Tools handles multi-tracks. Maybe it will be available in future versions. When you use Option+S, it'll always create new audio files with those 5-second handles we set earlier. That's why the checkbox says Reference Original if possible, right? And what about Polytrack spotting? That's a different story. Here we can reference the original file with no problem. It gives us full handles just like we want. It works exactly as expected, keeping everything linked to the source. Quick tip: need full handles on multi-tracks? First spot to a Polytrack and then drag to mono. You'll reference the original and keep full handles. So that's the rundown. Mono, multi-track, Polytrack spotting, all with handle controls and shortcuts. Play with the settings, see what fits your workflow. And yeah, multi-track's a bit limited, but Polytrack's got your back. Thanks for hanging out. Happy editing.